Whew. Alright, I'm going to try and make this video somewhat shorter and more concise because I don't need to reiterate what my plans are and everything like that. Earlier this morning, the Xbox Series X went up for pre-order. Did I get one? Yes, I got one. In fact, I got multiple pre-orders of the console just in case. So let me quickly go over what my experience was trying to pre-order this console this morning because I think it's pretty interesting. We have two different experiences of now pre-ordering these next-gen consoles being offered from both, these different companies. Sony sort of just let the floodgates open, and unless you were paying attention, or were active during the times that the pre-orders were open, you got screwed. And Microsoft sort of gave you a time, they gave you where you would pre-order it, and they gave you all the instructions that you needed, but as a result, everyone started flooding the internet, and it ultimately resulted in very crazy traffic and just glitched carts and checkout systems. So it's really interesting. It's like, who did it better? Who do you think did the pre-order better? And I guess I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to go over sort of my experience pre-ordering the Series X. I had a more difficult time pre-ordering this console than I did the PS5. And I didn't think that was going to be the case. I anticipated that PS5 demand was going to be higher, and I think it overall is because the launch lineup that Sony has right now is much more enticing to I think the casual gamer out there, as well as Sony has a bigger market share. We have to remember that. But wow, I was able to secure my PS5 pre-order with relative ease, to be honest with you guys. I was just super quick, and I was paying attention, and I was available during the times that the retailers just let you pre-order. With the Series X, I was ready, just as ready as I was with the PS5 pre-orders, but my God, websites weren't working, stuff was dropping from your cart. You added stuff to your cart and were just about to hit the pay button, but then it would say it was not available and take it out of your cart. It was crazy. So I woke up early this morning, 6 a.m. in fact. I was, I'm working from home, so I had an early work meeting that I needed to be available for. But I was also paying attention, and I started refreshing sites because I just didn't know if people were going to sit there and say, you know what, it's only an hour until 8 o'clock, let's just open it up. Or, you know what, it's only a couple minutes before 8 o'clock, let's just open it up. For me, the pre-orders opened at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So I was available online 2 hours before the pre-order time started, just refreshing pages. GameStop was the first to break the pre-order time. In fact, they were the first ones, I believe, in order to put the console available for pre-order. But it wasn't as simple as just going to GameStop.com and then putting it in your cart. They changed the whole structure of their website. So when you went in to pre-order an Xbox Series X from GameStop, they put you in a loading queue on a web page and would just load you into the site when it was ever your turn. And so I waited. I was basically waiting in the GameStop queue. They had it open like 10 minutes before 8 o'clock. So I was sitting there for from 7:52 to 8 o'clock, and 8 o'clock hit, and I was still not in the GameStop website to pre-order the console. So I started looking around. Then the Walmart site went up for pre-orders. All right, Walmart went up for second after GameStop, and it was sold out instantly. Like, the PS5 sold out really quickly, right? This sold out almost instantaneous. I had the Series X added to my cart. I was ready to hit pay now. I had everything checked. I had the credit card information and whatever. I was ready to hit the pay now button. All of a sudden, this console's not available. It's out of stock. So I go back to the web page, right, and I keep clicking on it, right, because this is the way that these websites work. I've been around, so I've experienced multiple console launches before, and I just know firsthand that although the website will tell you it's not in stock, there's some stock in there. Just keep clicking the button, right? That's what you got to do. So I kept clicking the button, but I also went back on the web page, and the Series X was still available for pre-order. So I'm sitting there constantly clicking the button. Basically, while I was in the process of trying to check out at Walmart, the Microsoft store went live with their pre-orders. And so what I did because I didn't want to rely on Walmart's system. What I did is I pre-ordered it on the Microsoft Store. I was able to add it to my cart, put in my shipping, my credit card information successfully. Zero issues. Went through checkout, got the confirmation email. I got the Xbox Series X pre-order through the Microsoft Store. But one of my... I had a preference for how I wanted to basically get these consoles, right? So my goal was to do an in-store pickup. In fact, that's how I have the PS5 pre-ordered. I have it pre-ordered through Walmart through an in-store pickup. So when it launches, I can just drive on over to Walmart, pick up the console, and I can get it on release day. The reason I did that is because I don't trust that shipping is going to get here on time. Because I got to think about everything that's going on right now in the world, right? And you also have to think about that in the U.S. it's election year as well. So there's a lot of traffic going through the mail system right now. And I didn't think, yes, I'm confident that I'm going to get, that if I did shipping, I would get a PS5 shipped to me or a Series X shipped to me. But I wasn't so confident that Walmart or any of these other stores were going to meet the actual release date deadline, which is what I wanted. I wanted to get the console on release day. I didn't want to get it a week after. Didn't want to get it a couple days after. I wanted to get it on release day. So that was my logic for doing a in-store pickup. It was just better. And honestly, Walmart and Best Buy and all these stores that have retail chains, they get their stock in the store much earlier than they ship them out to the customers. So they're going to get theirs for sure on launch day. And it's guaranteed that they'll get theirs for sure on launch day because the manufacturers are going to make sure that they have stock available in their store. So that was the logic that I had for wanting to do in-store pickup. But beggars can't be choosers. That was my thought process. So I pre-ordered on the Microsoft Store while at the same time trying to get Walmart to check out. Meanwhile, my GameStop queue loads me in. And I decided against GameStop. I was like, you know what? GameStop, I added it to my cart, and the issue is that when I went to go check out, the estimated ship date was like November 19th. Like, that would be like the soonest that it can come to me, or else I would have to pay an exorbitant fee to get it here, possibly within 1 to 2 days of the actual launch date. So GameStop was already going to give me the console late. Microsoft's site, by the way, is telling me I'm going to get it on release day. But there's a different plan in place, which I'll get to soon. So I decided against GameStop, right? I decided to, whatever, I closed GameStop. I don't want to pre-order from GameStop. That was my next decision. After that, I'm still trying on Walmart. I go back to the webpage and I see that the console is now sold out on Walmart. You cannot get it anymore. And I sort of just gave up on Walmart because the thing is, once I already had the console pre-ordered, it was just me trying to get some insurance. Basically, I just wanted to assure myself that I was going to get this console on release day, and so my logic was, okay, try to do an in-store pickup at one of these stores. So, but Walmart sold out like instantly apparently, and they didn't have any available, and the cart was glitched for me. It wouldn't let me check out. All right, so I said, fuck it. That left me with Amazon and Best Buy. Amazon and Best Buy opened their pre-orders significantly later than the rest of the world. Amazon opened up their pre-orders an hour and 45 minutes after they were supposed to go live. So it was like 9:45 a.m. And I'm sitting here, and keep in mind, for the whole... It basically was 4 hours on this that I spent trying to get this console, right? So an hour and 45 minutes after they were supposed to go live, Amazon suddenly puts theirs live. And I'm checking on Twitter as this is happening, right? Because I'm like, what's going on with Amazon? And a lot of people are saying Amazon says it's not available. And it was Jeff Keighley who actually tweeted saying, hey, I just got word that Amazon's going to be putting their pre-orders live soon. So I was like, okay. Pre-orders went live on Amazon. I got a Series X pre-ordered on Amazon. Which was, again, insurance just in case I don't get the console on release date. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to keep that one. Next up, lastly, was Best Buy. Best Buy was probably my second choice, or one of my first choices to actually pre-order this machine, because Best Buy is one of the few retailers during this time who is doing in-store pickup. Oh, and by the way, I did try Target as well. I didn't mention that. I did try Target as well, but Target's website was completely glitched. Like, the console for hours said pre-order now. The button wasn't working. You got it added to your cart, and then it would say there's nothing in your cart when you went to your cart. So the whole Target website was completely broken, and I didn't pre-order from Target. By the way, Target wasn't doing in-store pickups, so there wasn't really any incentive for me to do a Target order. And Target ships after the release date. They didn't even guarantee that it would be coming to you on release. So there's that. I just said fuck Target. So I'm waiting for Best Buy. Best Buy opens up like an hour after Amazon's pre-orders go live. So by this time, it's almost 11 a.m. Pacific time, right? It is 3 hours roughly after the launch of when this console was supposed to go up for pre-order. So the pre-orders go live on Best Buy. Great. I see them. Click add to cart. Can't proceed to checkout. And it sucks because Best Buy had in-store pickup. It was an option. So I'm sitting here and I'm constantly trying to do, in-store pickup and checkout, in-store pickup and checkout. Meanwhile, the console stock is actually fluctuating on the Best Buy website. It's going off, then it's going back on. Pre-orders are, coming soon. Pre-order it now. And so then they wanted you to put together a bundle. There was an option to actually put together a bundle, which is basically you just saying, oh, I want the console with a game or a controller or whatever. So I kept trying Best Buy, man. I tried Best Buy for a good hour and 10 minutes. It was like past noon, and I was still trying Best Buy. Well, my order went through on Best Buy. And it went through as an in-store pickup item as well. So, case in point, I have 3 Xbox Series X pre-ordered, but I do have. By the way, I'm not going to be getting 3 Xbox Series X's. And no, I'm not going to buy these consoles and then be an asshole and sell them for exorbitant amounts on eBay. I'm not that person. All right, this for me is just insurance. And honestly, I'll be honest with you guys as well, I do have multiple PS5s pre-ordered as well, just in case anything goes wrong with my Walmart pre-order. But I just want to let you guys know that I do have in-store pickups for this Series X at Best Buy on launch day, they say. If that doesn't work out, let's say Best Buy says, oh, we're sorry, we were out of stock when this order was placed, you're SOL. Well, guess what? I'm not SOL because the Microsoft Store still has my pre-order. I got confirmation from that. And the Microsoft Store guarantees I'll get my Series X on launch day. Do I believe them? I'll be honest with you guys. I believe the Microsoft Store more than I believe Best Buy or Target or Amazon or anyone else telling me that. I'll believe that it's coming on time from the manufacturer versus some other retailer who's just waiting to get their stock. They have more credibility for me in that respect. But, I would much rather pick up the console on launch. So the bottom line is that if everything goes well, I am doing in-store pickups for both the PS5 and the Series X, and they are pre-ordered, and everything is good. Okay? So, that being said, I got you guys covered for next-gen console launches. I'm getting both consoles on release day. If I get the consoles on launch, which there's a high probability that I am getting them at launch because I'm doing in-store pickup. But let's say something goes wrong, right? If something goes wrong, I'll just unbox the consoles whenever I get them. But if everything goes perfectly fine, hey, I'll unbox the consoles on launch day, do a nice big unboxing for you guys, and then I'll start doing my coverage footage where I'm going through the dashboard, I'm checking out some games here and there. I want to thank each and every one of you who actually gave me your thoughts and feedback for how you wanted me to cover the next-gen consoles on my previous video. I almost guarantee you that I'll definitely be doing an unboxing of the systems, so don't worry about the unboxing portion of it. I'm definitely going to be doing an unboxing. I'm definitely going to be doing a vlog as well, talking about my experience with both of these machines. However, you guys know that I am working through my backlog right now of games. I have been sort of thinking about this, and I'm still kind of thinking about this. I haven't come to a decision. I might be basically taking a lot of games out of my backlog, not because I'm not going to play them, but I'm just going to sort of reschedule them within my, I guess within my priority list of which games to play. So typically what I've been doing with my backlog is saying, all right, all the games that I've released that I wanted to play in 2019, I must beat all those games before I start playing games from 2020. That's sort of been my mindset with it. So case in point, right now I have Dead or Alive 6 and Ace Combat 7 left for the rest of this year. Judgment as well, Judgment, the spin-off game from the Yakuza developers. I'm really excited to play that, but I just recently beat Yakuza 6 because Yakuza 7 is actually coming out as a Series X launch exclusive game. So I just recently beat Yakuza 6 for that purpose because it was left over from my 2018 backlog, but I feel like I'm going to hold off on Judgment for just a little bit because I just played a game that was basically just like that, I just played Yakuza 6, so I don't want to get into another Yakuza-style game right away. So what I think I'm going to do is just beat Dead or Alive 6, Ace Combat 7, and then basically that's it for my 2019 backlog, minus Judgment, which I just explained to you guys right there. So I can start working on games from this year. Luckily this year, we have seen a tremendous decrease in releases as well. So this year is not as jam-packed as the other years, which is great for me because it allows me to catch up. However, there are longer games. It's going to take me a long time to get through Nioh 2 and Final Fantasy VII Remake and The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. It's going to take me a long time to get through these games. I just know it's going to be like 20, 30, 40-hour playthroughs for these games, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of them, but it's going to, unfortunately, cost me a big chunk of time. The nice thing is that it's almost the holiday season. These consoles will be releasing close to the holiday season. I have all this vacation time that I never took throughout the year, and so I'm going to be taking off a good 2 to 3 weeks during the Christmas season just to basically hang out. You can't really go anywhere because of the virus, so I'm just going to try and play through as many games as I can and just enjoy my time off, man. That's what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, so that's my plan. And if all's well, right? If all goes well, I'm thinking that I could actually be fully caught up, meaning no more backlogged games, no more being behind significantly on games. I feel like I can be decently caught up with game releases and actually be playing stuff currently by like the spring of 2021. Which is really, really good. Because even at the launch, even like next year, I think the only thing coming out is Hitman 3 in January, which I'm really excited for. And I don't know what else. A lot of stuff doesn't have a release date yet, so we're going to have to wait and see. But that's good news. It's good news because that means that what it basically means for you guys on the channel is stuff will start being current again. You won't see me start to give my thoughts on games that released a year or almost a year ago. So stuff will start to be a little bit more current again, a little bit more relevant, and hopefully more interesting. So I'm gonna do my best to try and get through that, but make sure I don't want to rush through games. I'm playing games to enjoy them. I'm not just trying to get through them. It's like I want to sit there, enjoy the story and experience and everything like that. So you guys know that, but I just wanted to tell you guys that's pretty exciting. All right, so I'm actually really looking forward to it, and if I can pull that off, that is a tremendous accomplishment on my account. Because I was so far behind, but that'd be pretty cool if I can actually do that. So hopefully, give me your best. So hopefully I can actually get that done, and we can start doing that. All right, so. Bottom line is, hope you guys are excited for the end of this year, because I certainly am. I'm just excited to get new hardware in the house. It's going to be fantastic. The Series X, the PlayStation 5, Gen 9 of gaming, I'm just really, really looking forward to. Hopefully artistic creativity and really unique experiences. I want to get games of like the BioShock caliber. Games like the original like Mirror's Edge and the Mass Effect trilogy. Gears of War. I want to get like these really incredible experiences that like when you looked at them, it was like, oh my god, I've never experienced this before. This is what a new generation of gaming is all about. I want to get that back in gaming. We didn't get that at all during this generation. Maybe with a few games. There's been a good handful of games that have really just, I think, done a good job at breaking the mold. But nowhere near to the amount that we got like early 7th gen and just throughout that generation. So I'm really hoping that comes back. for Gen 9, all right? That's it. I hope you guys are excited. I want to just say again, thank you for all your support. I am still... I'll give you guys any updates, I guess, on next-gen stuff if anything happens, but as far as my next-gen coverage, all that we have to do right now is just wait for these consoles to release. If Sony or Microsoft are going to do more press briefings, I might cover them. We're going to have to wait and see. But there's a few things that I want to... I have, like, a lot of videos that I want to make for you guys. I have stuff that's, like... I have all this footage recorded for games. I just need to record my commentary and stop being lazy. Plus, I've actually started doing some of my backlogged... there it is. 360 games. I started playing those. So I played the 007 games that were released last generation. I just played Condemned Criminal Origins for the first time, which is honestly now one of my favorite horror games ever. And right now I'm playing through Project Gotham Racing 3. So I'm gonna see if I can get those sort of reminiscing videos out for you guys relatively soon. But there is stuff coming. I haven't just been sitting here. Well, I've been sitting here being lazy. That's the honest truth of it. But I have a lot of work to do, and I'm gonna try and get that stuff out for you guys before the close of this generation. Plus my big game collection video. I'm gonna get together. I bought some new media racks for my games. I'm going to get that collection video going. I'm also going to give you guys the best of generation games that I personally played for the 8th generation. So these are like my favorite games. If you haven't played these games, you're missing out. Like that, it's going to basically be a list of that stuff. So we're going from there, right? So I hope you guys are excited. And if there's anything else that you guys want me to do or want to see of these new consoles, feel free to write them in the comments, and I'll consider them. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one.